Well, if the song didn't give it away, it is time to listen to Manly Man Time of Manliness. So, today we got a cool lineup for you all. And with us today we have Bobo, of course.
It's Dr. Bobo to you, thank you.
What the fuck ever. And then we have the man of the hour, Giovanni, who is in charge of the Monster Girl Facebook page, and basically the source of all of our mythology that we will be talking to you about.
Hey, hello, guys.
See? I knew you could do this. Anyway, so we got a cool lineup. What?
Before we get started, I just wanted to do a shout out to the entire female audience of Vonnie's Monster Girls website. We're here for you, ladies.
Oh, man.
And I'm sure there's like a good lot of females on your page, right?
And I'm sure they're all here right now, actually.
Well, let's hope they can handle this shit, because we're gonna get raunchy as fuck. Anyway, so for our lineup today, we got a good 4-part, maybe a 5th if everything happens the way I want it to. We might have a 5th monster thing to talk about, but for right now, our first monster of the hour are Lamias. Now, in case you don't know what Lamias are, they are half snake, half female. Now, before we get into the mythology, Giovanni, do they have vaginas, like, at all?
They do, and they're cleverly hidden.
How? Where would they be?
You know, right where you'd think they'd be, like right where they're supposed to be, but they're hidden by scales, and in some cases they even open up, you know?
How do they not get sand in their vagina? Like, seriously, what?
Are these like Nagas?
Yeah, kind of.
How are they different?
Well, Giovanni would be the one to answer that.
Well, I'm not too familiar with Nagas, but I am, you know, it's all basically the same concept. They stem from like so many different mythological stories, and they all develop differently, really. You know?
Yeah. Like, a Lamia is more Egyptian, where a Naga is more Japanese. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Lamia is from Libya, actually.
Lol. What a perfect place to be from.
Alliteration.
Yeah, really. Alright, so let's get down to the mythology before we get down onto the various ways of fucking them. And if that's even fucking possible. Because honestly, I don't see how you could fuck a Lamia properly. I mean, you could fuck a Lamia.
Can we break down the biology? Like, I need a physical description of this thing before I can get warmed up for it.
Okay, well, here's what I'll do then. I'm going to go ahead, and while we're talking about this, I'm going to show a picture in the, hopefully I'll show a picture in the chat so that you all can see exactly what a Lamia looks like. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that this is the best Lamia picture out there, and if you've played Monster Girl Quest, you fucking well know what a Lamia looks like, because Alice is a Lamia. But basically, Dr. Bobo, they are the top half of a girl. Like, they got the boobs, they got the belly button, sometimes they got the ass, but for the most part, they're mostly snake. So where there should be legs, they're like snakes. And
so it's a Naga.
It basically, yeah. It's a less...
Not basically, you're describing a Naga. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, but you gotta realize, like, they're the same thing, but they're different. Just like how a black person is kind of like a white person, except they're black. So, I mean,
Perfect.
it's a different race of the same
No,
species.
they're the same thing. Black people are white people. You're wrong.
No, only Oreos are like that. Are you stupid?
I would fuck both of them. That's
Of
all.
course, but you would stick your dick in anything.
Literally anything that I think I'm going to get most of my dick back when I pull it out of.
So, Scorpion Girl, you would not fuck.
Am I going to lose most of it?
You might.
If I
Part
can
of
get
it.
if I
Definitely
can
part
get
of it.
2/3 back, I'm going in.
Fuck. All right. So yeah, the anatomy is there to have sexual intercourse with this thing. I don't know how comfortable it would be, but let's get into the mythology first. So, Lamias are. Lamia is the name of a queen, an absurdly beautiful queen who ruled over Libya a very long time ago. It said she was so beautiful that opposing armies would lose the will to fight upon seeing her. It goes without saying that she was a really attractive woman. So, now Lamia's loved her sons, incest. She had a few children, and she wanted to make sure that they would be her successors. It said that she did everything to make sure that they'd become leaders. She was actually like borderline obsessed with it. So her sons die, and I guess no one knows exactly what from, but it's Greek mythology, so they fucking die because exactly. Anyway, so you can imagine the impact this had on the queen. The kind of beautiful Lamia was broken beyond repair after this, and he just stewed in her misery like a woman. I mean, come on, that's a fucking woman right there.
I'd stew in her misery.
Again, anything. Fuck, you'd fuck the fucking Sadako.
This is literally the only reason I was asked to come on this show.
I know, and I love it. I love you, Bobo. You are my waifu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're getting it.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about before I was so rudely interrupted. So she was stewing in her misery, and they said that she couldn't even close her eyes for fear of remembering her lost children. Okay, so all right. So anyway, the question of whether or not what happens to her is her fault or an argument of ethics. You see, eventually she goes insane. Of course she would. Ranting about how unfair the gods were to let this happen, cursing more successful mothers, etc. So, a woman. So basically she becomes jealous of other parents who have living children. So jealous that she eats a kid. Because that's fucking normal, right?
Oh, when I'm hungry, the first thing I think of is just swallowing a baby.
Of course.
Really, you haven't done that?
No, apparently not. So, what? I'm so jealous of you, I'm gonna eat your fucking kid. Deal with it.
It's a great way to get back at someone.
I mean, I guess so. Anyway, so basically what happens is Queen Lamia started wearing a snake skin around her waist as a sign of royalty. However, when she devoured the kid, the skin came to life and encased her whole lower body. Okay. Her anger turned her into a monster, basically, and this half-snake, that's where the entire thing comes from. Anyway, so the Lamia was a queen no more, choosing instead to stalk the lands in search of children to chew on. So she's basically like an incestual pedophile. Her insatiable hunger grew with each new victim, and no one could come close to stopping her. She'd even force the parents to watch. This is getting sexy. Anyway, so the myth trails off after this, and so basically, that's the myth behind her, and whatever, like, that's interesting, but...
I'm just gonna say, the first thing that comes to mind is, as soon as you get it in there, you can wrap your legs around her and just go at it while she's, like, slithering around through the desert, and you're just enjoying the ride.
I've seen that, actually, dude. That has been in hentai that I have watched. That is some interesting shit. I've also seen it to where, like... Now, I've seen a couple, but... I've seen it to where they, like, wrap their entire, like, tails and shit around you and leave just, like, the opening ready. and then just kind of ride you into a coma, which is cool. But like, you gotta look at it like this, like.
Cool is how I would describe being rode into a coma.
Yeah, I would describe that as being cool as well, but I'm trying to just the biology here is fucking with my head. Like, how is that?
Are you worried about the number of chromosomes? Because I'm not trying to get her pregnant.
No. I'm trying to figure out how comfortable it would be to put my fucking dick inside of a snake vagina.
I'd assume it would be much softer inside than outside.
Well, have you seen snakes have sex? Like, they fucking are like a tangled ball of just sex.
That's usually what I am most nights.
Yeah. Me too. Wait, Bobo, wait, you haven't had sex in ages. Shut the fuck up. You're doing this show because you haven't had sex in ages.
Not with you.
True. I miss you, baby.
All those suppressed sexual desires.
Yeah. Anyway, but beyond that, titty fucking them would be good, right? They're not all scale, are they, Giovanni?
Well, I mean, the whole top half, fellatio, if you want to go that way. If you swing that way.
That's something I would be hesitant about. With poison that close to my dick.
Oh. Is that a thing? Have you ever seen any kind of monster girl that has venomous fangs?
Do you know Shirohebe?
No, please enlighten us.
She's another one of the Japanese Lamias, Lamia, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
She has fangs that just drip venom all over the place.
Oh, wow.
And the venom, but get this, the venom is actually an aphrodisiac in some cases.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
in other words, she's asking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's your question, chat. I'm sorry, Bobo. Gotta work on that. Anyway, but, so, you can basically get yourself... Yeah, this is... I'm confused by this, to be completely honest. What do you have to say to this, Dr. Bobo? Would you let it bite your dick? Well,
clearly, this is entirely dependent on the reputation of the Lemia or Naga in their skill at fellatio.
Well,
I mean, I'm not gonna poison my dick for a newcomer. Okay, I'm gonna hold out for the grand champion. If you know what I'm talking about.
Are you worried about the pain to pleasure ratio?
I'm not worried about the pain. I'm just worried about, like, if I'm gonna die from my dick being poisoned,
it better be...
I want it to be good fucking head. That's what I want.
So it better.
I want it to be good fucking head anyway, but
it has to be the best goddamn blowjob you've ever gotten, right?
I'll take bad head if I don't think that it's gonna kill me.
Well, it's an aphrodisiac, so it'll probably be the best head you've ever had.
So, like, now this one that you talk about that drips from their fangs. Does it just like ooze out, or is it like a drip? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I might have been exaggerating a little bit.
Oh,
once they bite you, it all goes in.
Oh god, like that hurts so good. Like
it would.
Oh,
it would hurt at first, but I assume it would get much more pleasurable.
Yeah, I would assume so as well. Well, shit. So Lamias, are they good to fuck or bad to fuck?
Well, that depends on your sexual preference, man. I'd go for it.
I think
I've got nothing to lose.
Do a tank. Does it have a butthole? It has a butthole, right?
Oh, that's a question that has never been asked. I'm sure it's been asked, but not to me.
In the history of anything.
No, well, snakes poop, right?
Yeah.
So a Lamia technically would have to have an asshole, right?
Yeah, I'm not a biology expert, but I'd assume so.
Well, it's at the bottom of their tail, apparently, according to our friend Mr. Inspector.
According to an idiot, clearly.
True. But still, I mean...
It's not. That's not true.
Well, anyway, so you could totally like DP that bitch, couldn't you?
If you could find it.
If you could find the asshole, you could DP a Lamia. That'd be good. I
I don't know. I think you guys are really missing out on the fact that this thing, like while you're fucking it, it can slither its tail up your leg and like be stimulating your prostate.
Oh, ow!
That's been
What?
done. I've seen that happen in hentai.
Yeah, but that like thing, it goes in your butthole, man.
Yep.
No. What?
Or the Lamia could be stimulating your other sexual partner.
So what? We're gonna have like a Lamia 3-way?
Oh my God.
I'm exploring all options here.
No, man. That's good. I like that. Now, in the picture that you have on your what is it on your Facebook page here of the Lamia, she has 6 arms. Is that just an artistic interpretation, or would you say that in regards to this Lamia, that is something that has been depicted quite often?
It's been depicted a lot. Well, this one's an artistic interpretation because the myth doesn't say anything about her growing extra sets of arms or anything.
Oh, well, that's a shame, because if they all had 6 arms, oh boy.
The possibilities.
Yeah.
She could be like fondling her tits and then like rubbing your ass and then like running her fingers through your hair all at once.
I was going to go with the fact that one guy could be fucking her, another guy could be fucking her ass, another guy could be fucking her mouth, and she could be giving 6 hand jobs while a guy titty fucks her.
Once again, our sexual preferences come out when I talk about having sex with women and you talk about having sex with lots of men.
Hey, man. Orgies.
He's aiming high. He's got high hopes.
I like orgies, okay? Get off my back. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, anything else to add to Lamias before we move on to harpies?
I mean, that's as far as it goes for the biology. But there's so many different kinds of Lamias. I've got a huge list here.
We're gonna have to revisit the subject at some point then, because that's badass.
It is. It doesn't even end.
What's up?
Just like how dinosaurs eventually evolved into birds, I'm ready to evolve from scales to feathers.
I'm ready as well. That was a wonderful segue. Well done. All right, so harpies. I'm sure everyone's like accustomed to harpies. They all know what they are. Half bird, part woman. I'm not even gonna say half bird. It's mostly bird, but with like some woman features. One thing that I will never, ever get off on is the fucking feet. Like, those feet are complete turns offs. Ugh.
Bird like talons?
Whatever. They're like feety talons. It's weird. I don't like
If
them.
you've ever been with a classy lady, all right, and she has, like, she grows her nails out long, okay, and you're going at it, she'll, like, dig her nails into your back, and it's, like, under normal circumstances it would be painful, but in this particular situation, it's fantastic. Now, what this creature can do to your back, oh my god.
Okay, now hold on, though. Have you seen these feet? They're disgusting. It's like fucking a chicken. Are you a chicken fucker?
If you do her doggy style, it's not really going to look any different.
That's true. You could always put her feet under the cover. But, anyway, that's
bag
implying
over
that you're
her
on the
head.
bed. But anyway, so let's go down with the mythology a little bit, and then we'll go down with the biology, and then of course, you know how the rest of it goes. So anyway, so she originates from ancient Greece, as do a lot of things apparently. Anyway, so she started out as an ugly kleptomaniac. So she appears as a woman with wings for arms and talons for hands and feet. Flocks of them would descend upon village and burglarize the living daylights out of them. Then they take the food, the valuables, the building materials, children, because apparently everything wants children. Why?
I know I do.
Oh, you, Mr. Bobo.
He's quick.
It was clever. He's a clever man. Anyway, so basically anything that sparkles and wasn't bolted to the floor, they'd take. They'd even kill people for the fun of it. the name harpy is actually Greek for the one who stills. Interesting shit. So these things aren't actually nice at all. But so that's how it started. It's changed over the years. The harpy myth has been passed on through various cultures and stuff, and they have their own take on her. Before long, harpy wasn't straight out of the South Central. Instead of robbing jewels, she'd make guys fall in love with them, and then I guess leave like a bitch. Again, like a woman. Fucking women. Anyway, so
who would want to have sex with a woman?
Yeah, seriously, man. God, I'd rather have sex with a zombie. Anyway,
I'm sorry,
a
all of our
zombie?
female viewers.
No, I'm sorry. We'll get to that.
No, I've been working really hard at alienating our female viewers for a long time, and it's just not working.
People just love CenturyLink Prism TV.
I love Prism.
Oh, definitely love.
We love CenturyLink.
I don't know what else to say.
We are like thrilled beyond belief.
It's the best.
I love it. We love it.
There are a million reasons to love Prism TV. Experience it for yourself at cprismtv.com.
Became sirens, basically. So they were really beautiful, and droves of them would kidnap, like, men and women, taking them to their homes like trophies of war. Does that not sound like sex? I mean, that could be
I fuck
sex.
trophies.
Do we have to say it again?
You really don't.
Fuck anything.
I wouldn't fuck you.
Oh.
Unless you bought me dinner first.
See, okay, no, point still stands. You'd fuck anything. Anyway, you'd fuck a whale, wouldn't you?
You wouldn't?
I'm pretty sure there's a whale girl out there somewhere.
Oh,
A
we
monster
gotta save
girl
that
whale.
for some other time.
Well, next week.
Yeah, really. Okay,
Yeah.
so they use various means to make their victims fall completely in love with them. And I'm going to assume sex. Sex sounds like a good idea. But, see, the harpies don't share the love with you. In fact, she's just making you fall in love so she can break you from the inside. Once you're completely obsessed with her, she would rob you of your heart, leaving you debilitated and begging for death. What a fucking bitch!
Some people are into that.
What a
Don't-
fucking bitch!
Don't knock it till you tried it, man.
What? How is that even remotely enjoyable?
It's sexy.
It is for a little while, until she drops you like a bad habit.
Oh
Boom.
my god! What a kill harpies. I have killed harpies. God of War made sure of that. Anyway, so she plants the seed of discord in your otherwise healthy romance, and why? Because fuck you. That's why. And it's her.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, it's her highest pleasure to see you in pain. All right, again, a bitch.
You're into nice girls. I'm into naughty girls.
Yeah, there's naughty, and then there's bitch. This falls under bitch. So
I think actually this falls into claw your eyes out and magically trick you into falling in love with me so I can destroy your soul.
exactly.
But yeah, whatever. If you want to surmise it like that.
Anyway, so you can kill a harpy, but basically just all around they're fucking bitches.
They're fucking.
There is no fucking goodness to these things. They're just bitches.
It's dating hard mode, man. I like a challenge.
Ha ha!
Yeah. Anyway, so
Are we going
before-
to talk about fucking this thing?
Yeah, we're going to talk about fucking this thing. Now, something I have known about harpies, and I don't know where I knew it, but they actually like to take you up into the air and have sex with you.
Oh god, yes.
Oh, I totally left that out, man. Oh.
They absolutely love having sex in the air. But see,
Like
here's
imagine the extra bounce that turbulence is going to get you. That is
dear
big.
God.
Like I'm going to be fearing for the structural integrity of my dick.
Yeah, I would be too.
You'd fear for the structural integrity of my dick? Thank you.
I would just fear for the structural integrity of anyone's dick.
anybody's dick.
Like,
Everybody's dick.
You swing that way?
no, I just man, it's like shooting a guy in the dick. You just don't fuck with the structural integrity of a man's penis. You don't do it.
Maybe you
Don't take a shot to the pills, man.
God, it's wrong. You just don't fucking do it. Anyway, so yeah, but here's the thing: like, once they're done and you've cummed in them, they'll fucking drop you to the fucking ground.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
God, that's hot.
Like, they'll take you up to like the highest fucking point that they can possibly take you, where you can have real possible sex, and then they're just like, fuck you, I'm done, your dick's not good anymore, drop you to the fucking ground, you're splattered, and then they go and like just kill everything. And
So you're describing what happens when a beta gets picked up by a harpy. But if you know, if you're gonna boss your way through this, you have to take charge of the situation. You have to bring her to your own turf.
Now, is that possible? I mean, she's kind of got her. She has to flap her wings
I'd fuck her inside.
Huh?
I'd fuck her inside.
Well,
Get
that's
a nice
if
hotel
she
room.
lets you.
She has a maximum elevation that she can get to, and if I fall from that, you know, unless it's a really fancy hotel, I'll be fine.
I mean, I guess it's possible, but you'd have to get the fucking harpy into a hotel room so you could fuck her.
Well, they don't weigh very much. They have brittle little bird bones.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good point.
well, I mean, it's happened. In the Odyssey, Odysseus was able to fight them on his level.
Did he fight them in a hotel?
Oh, no. They didn't have price lines back then.
Well, I mean, so what happened in the Odyssey? How'd they kill him?
He just chopped them up, man. He was a great warrior. You know, like, everyone else was getting picked up, and he just sliced right
He's
through
just
them.
like, fuck this shit. Was he
He
fucking...
Yeah,
fucking
because
fucked
he's
to
alpha.
death.
He was very alpha.
That's how it's done.
He probably just took off his pants, showed him his massive fucking cock, and then just started chopping off heads.
With his cock.
That's how it worked out.
He
But
dick slapped like 30 people in that book.
he did. I haven't read that book in a while, but I do remember reading it. He was a badass. But definitely. Now, see, something else about the harpies is they can't really give you a hand job very well. Not without digging their fucking talons into your dick. And God forbid they finger another girl. I feel sorry for the girl that gets ow.
Well, first of all, I want to point out a distinct difference in avian anatomy. They don't have kind of the parts that like other mammals have that we're familiar with.
What do you mean?
There's not like a hole for you to stick it in, really.
In harpies there are.
In harpies,
Yeah, harpies
You
have
sure?
vaginas. Yeah.
Well, they're also part woman.
They're half woman,
which is mammal.
half person.
okay. I'm just saying because like you can't like put it in a duck, for instance, because like they don't mate that way. They like have these feathers they rub together. I don't know. The
Are
point
you
is,
serious?
They've got it
Yeah.
where it counts. Have you ever seen Pappy?
No, I have never seen Pappy. What is Pappy?
Monster Musume? There's no Monster Musume fans?
No.
Oh.
Should I be?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to link you that later.
Yeah, you are. I don't know if I'm gonna want to see it, but
Oh no,
is it?
the finest ass in the entire manga
Okay.
is the harpy.
All right, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. But anyway, so yes, Dr. Bobo, they have a vagina and an asshole. And
I guess I
boobs.
just want to ask: would you rather have a wing or a thigh?
Oh. No, I don't know how good it would feel if you got your fucking shit jerked by feathers. I don't know.
You don't know. That's the point.
I mean, I know hot dogging feels pretty good.
It'd be like fucking a pillow.
It would be like fucking a pillow, wouldn't it?
No, it wouldn't, actually. That's stupid.
No, but like a feather pillow, you cut it open, you put your dick in it. I'm sure that's something what it would feel like, right?
You're definitely doing that wrong.
Oh. Well, you know what? I've been lonely for so long. I mean...
I know that feel.
I've been lonely for so long I forgot how to fuck pillows.
Oh. I feel bad now.
Don't feel bad. Think about fucking harpies.
Okay. Back to fucking harpies. But
So, do they have mouths? Like, is that
yeah,
everything
they've
from
got
the
a
neck up all
human-
normal?
Yeah, they got a human face and hair and everything.
Because I've seen some harpies that have beaks.
Oh well,
I think that might be worth exploring.
no, because like if you put, I don't know, if you put your mouth in a beak, I mean, they have to keep their beak fucking open the entire time. Otherwise, one chomp and you don't have a dick anymore. And that's just not good blowjob material.
Says you.
Says me. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get a good suction from a beak? Yeah.
Science
have a
has
hard
done
time.
some incredible things these days.
How? How? Can you please enlighten me onto how to get good suction with a beak?
Maybe you could use a funnel, maybe?
That's... Fuck.
It's science, man, you know? We're humans, we solve problems.
It's true. It's true, we do. Oh, Squeener says no funnels. So, okay, without a funnel, how do you mouth fuck?
That is cheating, isn't it?
It'd be more like throat fucking. Really.
Yeah,
You
would be...
You spread that thing open and you go for as far back as you can reach.
Ow. Oh, that's awesome, though. I'm down for that. Now, hey, here's another question. They have boobs, right?
Yeah.
For the most part, are they covered in feathers?
Not usually.
Oh,
But most harpies are depicted with, flat chests.
Oh.
A little bit of lolly in there. But I've seen them with big chests before, too.
Oh.
I don't know how aerodynamic that would be, but...
That's a good point. I guess harpies would have to have...
Since they're not mammals, I don't know what need they have for those.
Well, harpies are suddenly my least favorite monster girl ever.
They're not my favorite,
You gotta have some tit. If you don't have tit, how are you gonna tit fuck? Just... Oh! Well, I guess you could flip them over and just kind of hot dog their ass for a little bit, but still.
Hot diggity doo dog.
Yes, exactly.
Why would you settle for hot dogging when you could just go balls deep?
Balls deep is fine, well and good, but, I like the hot dog from time to time.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, sometimes you just don't want to put forth the effort to thrust. You just kind of want to just roll your dick for a little bit.
I don't know. I would want to ride her from behind while she's flying over a majestic landscape.
Fuck.
It would be like what was that movie? I think it was the
Aladdin?
Rescuers Down Under.
Oh,
where
God.
this little boy rides this giant golden eagle.
Yeah, that would be it.
It would be like that, except you're getting your dick wet.
I could deal with that. I could very much deal with that. That is amazing. So harpies.
It'd be something to write home to the folks about.
What are you talking? It would be something to make a goddamn movie about.
Do a thesis, man.
Yeah, seriously.
The Rescuers Part 3?
No, more like My Life in Times with a Harpy. I don't know. Alright, let's get on to our next monster girl now.
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
Skeletons!
What? No! I'm just gonna stop you right there, okay? You're taking this a little too far, Danny.
Are you... But skeletons, man.
My poor virgin ears.
I'd just like to say to the audience, he's clearly kidding. He's not gonna do that to us. You're not gonna do that to us, are you?
No, I guess we can skip the whole skeletons deal. I guess
Seriously,
they're
you
not
need to
ready
take
for it yet.
responsibility for your audience. You're taking them under your wing, and you're protecting them from the outside world, and you're gonna drop something like skeletons on them?
But at least skeletons don't exist, Skeletons don't exist. Right?
No, it's just mythology, man.
Okay, so... Okay. What if skeletons exist inside of us?
That's stupid.
Why gotta bring that up?
Okay, alright. Alright, well, then I guess we'll just use zombies. Zombies. Oh, man. So they're nowhere near as cool as fucking skeletons. But alright, we'll do zombies. So first off, there's 5 different kinds of zombies. And I'm sure you've all known this. But there's voodoo zombies, which are brought up by black magic or voodoo or shit. Then there's necromancy, which is, again, black magic, but more nefarious black magic, where voodoo is more resurrection black magic. And then you have biological zombies, which is the ones we all know and love, where the dead are brought back to life by some kind of biological warfare. There are brain dead zombies, which aren't like all the other zombies. They're more brainless servants. And then the 5th one escapes my mind, but something like they don't have a soul or something.
Thralls, maybe?
Yeah, kind of like thralls, but human.
Ghouls.
Well, ghouls are a completely different thing entirely, believe it or not. Believe it
You're
or not.
a completely different thing entirely.
Well, thank you. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, but so, of course, you look at zombies, and I don't know about you guys, but for the longest time, I never understood the meaning hot fucking zombie.
Hot zombie.
I saw a sexy as shit zombie, and I'm like, I want to put my dick in that zombie. But then the question arose to me, is that necrophilia?
Necrophilia, I believe, is defined as fucking that which is no longer alive.
Right. But so the human itself is dead, right?
All right, I'm getting a definition for you guys.
But now hold on. I mean,
So we can be technical.
We're gonna go off of biological zombie at first, okay? Biological zombie at first, and
according to Merriam-Webster, necrophilia is obsession with and usually erotic interest in or stimulation by corpses.
Well, now, but here's the thing. Now, this is
So I think that includes fantasizing about corpses. So it's about corpses.
well, yeah, but the zombie itself, the human itself is dead, but something's still alive in it.
Clearly
That's some
not.
compelling
That's why
evidence.
it's a zombie.
Well, look, for instance, let's take God, what is it? Last of Us, right? The game. I don't even think the game is out yet. But in the game, there's like this weird parasite that gets into your brain and makes you into a zombie, right? Now, there's a living parasite in that dead body. So technically, the body is still alive just by the parasite. So fucking the body, is that still necrophilia?
Is that
So
even
the
considered a
victim-
zombie?
The victim is brain dead, you're saying?
Yeah, basically. I mean, like, the entire bodily functions aren't working, except for their eating. But is that a zombie? Or not even is that a zombie, is that necrophilia? That's where the philosophical question comes in, because the human itself is dead. There is nothing that resembles a human there anymore. It is then just a thing using the body as its own personal car, I guess.
I'm going to say that our definition is that it's involving a corpse, and
Yeah.
so since that's not a corpse, not necrophilia.
Yeah.
However,
that.
I'm not sure how I feel about your dichotomy of how you broke down the zombies. Perhaps it might be a good idea to start out focusing on our traditional, straightforward,
Voodoo?
Romero zombies.
Well,
like
isn't-
that's what everyone is thinking about. That's what they care about. And then maybe we can go into some 28 Days Later kind of zombies.
I mean, yeah, sure. They're all basically the same thing. Now, Romero.
No.
Wait, I'm thinking of the new Romero's movies. Aren't the old
Oh,
ones like Living
dude.
of the Dead? Like they just come back to life for no reason.
You don't know why they came back. They're just back, and they're corpses that are trying to eat you, and they're slow moving, and there's parts falling off, and they're decaying. It's really sexy.
So these are like basically just we'll assume that they're just back to life because God hates them. We can go with that one, right?
Well, actually, when there's no more room in hell,
Ah, that's right.
she'll walk the earth. That's good enough reason for me.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, these people, so they're the fucking dead. Then they are rotting rigor mortis fucking zombies, right?
Depending on how recently infected they were, and when they died.
So, I'm totally fucking down.
So I want to bring up. I would kill to be able to remember the name of this movie. So if any of you in the audience know, I'd really appreciate you pointing it out. But I saw a zombie movie that was. Ooh, this was probably about 3 years ago. So it's older than that, and it was definitely a low budget film. It was never in a theater, and the main character is walking through a neighborhood. He's trying to get to his friend's house, and like nobody's around. The place is deserted, and he goes into his friend's house and nobody's answering, so he's kind of looking around for him. And he goes down to the basement, and he finds a zombie chained up, and not just a zombie, but a hot zombie.
Fido.
And it's it's not Fido.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh.
Sexy female zombie chained up in his basement. Anyway, he sees this and he's like, hell yeah! And so he like turns her around, bends over, and starts going at it. And I can only imagine what he was experiencing in those moments. But what happened next? The zombie started like moaning, which is normal. Zombies do that. And he's like about to finish. All right. So he pulls out. He turns her around. And I'm sure this comes from his training. He did this so habitually. Right as he was about to come, he pulls out, turns her around, and sticks it in her mouth.
Oh God!
Big mistake. And we would be being absolutely irresponsible if we didn't warn our viewers, who are not viewers, they're listeners, if we did not warn them that this can happen.
Yeah.
He lost over 2/3 of his cack.
Of his cack. Let me try to find a creepypasta that is actually really, really relevant to this topic. But we're gonna keep talking while I'm looking for it.
So, Giovanni, what's while he's looking for that? What are your? Do you have any zombie girls on your site? What do you know about zombies?
I have pictures that would definitely change your mind about the whole necrophilia business.
Why is that?
Where throw caution to the wind. It's amazing. I'm personally not too worried about that. That blowjob bit, though, I am worried about.
Do you have pictures that would make me stick my dick in a zombie's mouth?
Possibly.
You know you're gonna have to show us.
Oh man,
they're on the page, man. I can even post more if you're interested.
Of course we're interested.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So, in the case of the Romero-style zombies, it's very clearly necrophilia. It's a corpse that you're putting your parts into.
Yeah.
Or putting their parts into you if you're of the fairer sex. But I think what's more interesting, what's more a better question is not, is this necrophilia, but is this wrong?
Are corpses protected by rape laws? I mean, I don't know.
Yes. Necrophilia is illegal,
right?
And at least in the United States, and it comes down to a lack of consent. The corpse is dead, so clearly they can't give consent. But when the corpse is reanimated, we have to call into question. Can we try and communicate with the corpse, and can we derive that as consent?
Are moans of despair considered consent?
I dated this girl a few years back that you would definitely say yes.
Sounds like a win in my book.
What?
Some girls like to be tied up. It's great.
Yeah, I would have to agree, but I'm sorry. I'm really trying to find this story. It's kind of I've always found it, and then of course the one time that I need it, I can't find it.
So, next most common kind of zombie are very similar to the Romero zombies. They're still corpses they're dead people, but these dead people have a distinctly different flavor. They're faster and they are dramatically more aggressive. Now, you see examples of these zombies in movies such as 28 Days Later and what is that? That is escaping my mind. Well, you kind of see something like it in I Am Legend, but I don't want to go there. That's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, those are zombies, or not zombies. Those are vampires.
Yeah, somebody that didn't know what vampires were decided to make a vampire movie.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, we're not talking about fucking vampires tonight.
That can be for another time.
I can't wait for that time.
Neither can I.
It's a very
That's
good
when
idea.
vampires were created. Anyway, so these fast zombies, a lot of people call them rage virus zombies, named after, the 28 Days Later. Just, it's a more exciting, or a more dynamic form of zombie. Still clearly a corpse. They don't change, they don't change until after they die in general. And any thoughts on these, you guys?
What, like rage virus kind of zombies?
Somebody's not listening to me.
I'm still trying to fucking find the story. I'm so sorry.
Well, are they sufficiently more intelligent? I think that's the question.
Can they open doors? I don't know.
Yeah.
All I've ever seen them do is run and bite.
So they might just have more of their shit together than normal zombies.
I think that they're more coordinated and they're definitely more energetic, I suppose.
Well, now, hold on. I do know for a fact that there are smart zombies, and I'm trying to remember what they were, or which movie I saw them in. I think it was Land of the Dead, which is another Romero movie.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Why? Is that still the bad? Is that still bad?
That's still bad.
Okay.
That will never stop being bad. Shame on you.
Well, okay. Walking Dead, then. How's that?
Ugh.
What? Not whatever. It's not the worst zombie thing ever.
It's not the best.
It's not the best, but it's certainly not the worst. But later on in the show, they actually start getting a little smart. Or not in the show.
I like my zombies the way I like my women. Dumb
Brain dead?
and blonde.
Dumb and blonde. Really? No, that's pretty good actually. I'll give you that. Where the fuck is this erotic fiction about this cheerleading zombie? Holy fuck!
Whoa, back up. Cheerleading zombie.
Oh.
A cheerleader zombie that some guy fucks, and he wrote a story about it, and I have been looking for it forever so I could read it to you. But that's only if I can find it. And of course, I'm going through every possible fucking direction, and I cannot find it.
That's a tragedy, man.
In the meantime, while keep looking for that, Danny. So these rage virus zombies are pretty exciting to me because you have all the benefits of having sex with a zombie, but you are in for the ride of your fucking life. I mean, have you seen these things move? They run faster than these people have ever run during their lifetimes, and they jump and they buck and they just it's gonna be fucking nuts.
Wait, which zombie are we talking about?
Rage virus zombies.
Fuck those things. No. No.
That's
Yeah.
what
Think
we're
about
talking
it.
about, Danny.
Oh, those things scare the shit out of me.
In the case
That's
where
not
the zombie
shit.
bit the dude's penis off, wouldn't they be able to do that much easier since they're so nimble?
That's why it's more exciting, guys.
If they
Yeah,
wanted to, they could just take a big bite out of you.
See, the thing
Nom
about
nom.
those things, the thing about the rage virus zombies is like, ugh,
You don't say.
well, like that's if you can get close enough to them to actually have sex with it. Second
You can
off,
say that about women as well. Sheesh.
That is
damn,
true.
that's good. That's a good story. All right, you know what? I've completely lost that point because you had to go and win again.
I'm sorry.
No, damage has been done. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to find this. Like, I am looking up and down for this stupid story, and I cannot find it. But I do know that he pulled out the teeth of the zombie so that he could mouth fuck her.
That's
Pulled out the nails so that she couldn't claw into his body. And
it's a little girl, you know.
it was like, so he pulled out the teeth, he took out the nails, he chained her up and put her in a cheerleading costume, and just kept fucking her. And by the end of the story, she was completely loving it and had become his little sex zombie. But by the time she was decomposing as he was having sex with her, so like he would usually like pull it out, and there'd be like gunk on his fucking dick from
Just rotten flesh.
Yeah,
Being tossed to and fro.
yeah.
You
I'd
never
still
had
do
a
it.
little dick gunk after you pulled out? Just a little.
That's gross.
I guess I need to quit picking up chicks from the south side.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
should, man.
Dick cheese.
Ew. All right, let's move
Yeah, I
into our
said it.
final.
Oh,
Wonderful.
did you want to talk about voodoo zombies or that other kind that you forgot?
Voodoo zombie? But see, the
Yeah, we
thing
haven't
about
talked
voodoo
about
zombies, and for the I don't know too much about them, but from what I know about voodoo zombies, is they're actually like humans again. Like they just come back from the dead. That's all that happens. Is they just come back from the dead. So they're like
See,
resurrected. But there's
What it is it's a spell that puts the person under the voodoo practitioner's control. And so usually what would happen is they would put the spell on them, and then they would appear to be dead. And then they would bury the person, and then when this person rises from the grave, you know, when they're commanded by their master, you know, their master now has free labor and nobody's going to miss them.
Oh shit!
That's the whole point. So they never actually died. So they could cast a voodoo curse on you or whatever, and just turn you into a zombie, and then they just tell you what to do, and you're now a mindless automaton.
So
Which I think brings up a whole lot of sexual deviance that I'm going to clearly put in the category of absolutely atrociously wrong, yet still pretty sexy.
yeah, fuck yeah, it's sexy. You could have an entire harem of women.
And they would do exactly what you tell them to do.
There's actually this is actually pretty
Very,
interesting.
very wrong. This is the worst thing you could possibly do. Absolutely wrong.
No,
But still sexy.
no, I completely disagree with you. This is actually pretty right. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Thank you.
You are clearly the worst person I've ever met.
Yeah.
He has what it takes to be a necromancer.
Yeah. We're gonna save that for next time because I could see having sex with a necromancer actually be pretty hot.
I used to like goth chicks.
Exactly. And I mean, I've never seen a
different.
necromancer chick that I didn't want to fuck. So
I've got pictures. I should probably post them.
you need to start posting a lot of these pictures. I would just say,
You know, I've got so much. I could just drown that page right now. You know.
I wouldn't complain. But and then the other kind of zombie, I guess, I thought the voodoo zombies were the ones that just came back to life. But I guess it's the other kind, the one that don't have a soul that just come back to life. But they're like brainless. I don't know. But with them, it's just like fucking a blonde. So
Zing!
oh, I'm so
Oh.
funny. What up? Did we lose him?
Huh?
Oh, I thought we lost you there for a second. Were you going to say something?
No, I made my Dice Man quip.
Oh, I got you. All right, so let's move on to our last monster for the night. And this one is my personal favorite, and I've been waiting for this all night. But this one is the Futakishi Onna. which is basically two-mouthed woman. So she's got two mouths.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't read the article, sue me, but two mouths, that sounds hot.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really.
She can be like sucking your shaft and like licking your balls at the same time.
Unfortunately, I wish that was the case, but no, that is not the case.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'll read it to you. You guys will understand. So she's a Japanese monster, and they're characterized by two mouths. One normal, located where it should be, and then another one on the back of the head, underneath the hair. So that's where the woman's skull actually splits apart. Brings a whole new meaning to skull fucking, by the way.
Seems legit.
Yeah. But, so, it's basically...
Actually, I think that's the exact same meaning.
No, shut
You're
up.
You're putting it in a hole in her skull that was not intended for fucking. That's all skull fucking is.
Shut up.
Logic.
Fucking logic, man. Anyway, so... Now here's where the origin of the second mouth comes in. So, basically, most anorexic girls would have it. In many stories, the soon-to-be two-mouthed woman is a wife of a miser and rarely eats. To counteract this, a second mouth mysteriously appears on the back of the woman's head. The second mouth often mumbles spiteful and threatening things to the woman and demands food. If it is not fed, it can screech obscenely and cause the woman tremendous pain. Eventually, the woman's hair begins to move like a pair of serpents. So basically, her hair starts to be like hams. And
one mouth can cause her boyfriend enough severe pain.
But two, I would hate to be on the receiving end of that nag. Anyway, but basically, so this thing starts stealing the woman's food. So the mouth in the back of her head consumes twice as much of what the other one would eat. In another story, the extra mouth is formed when a stingy woman is accidentally hit in the head. What? Okay, hold on. So the extra mouth is formed when a stingy woman is accidentally hit in the head by her husband's axe while he is chopping wood.
Accidentally.
Oops! Oh no, sorry!
What? How do you accidentally cut your fucking wife's head open?
It's happened.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Back up, it's happened.
For every time.
Don't judge.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so the wound never heals and becomes a mouth. Another story has the woman as a mother who lets her stepchild die of starvation while keeping her own offspring well fed. Presumably, the spirit of the neglected child lodges itself inside the mother to exact their revenge.
In much the same way that I'm going to lodge my dick inside the back of her head.
Dude, there is so much you could do with this. Now, I've got a little bit of cool shit to tell you. Now, this is but it's cool. So, this thing is fucking everywhere. Like, it is all over pop culture. It's been in the movie The Great Yokai War. It's been in the video game The Last Blade. It's been in Power Rangers, for fuck's sake.
She's
I'm pretty sure it
Skullgirls,
was
man.
I think it was in Casablanca, too.
What? No, what? What? Shush. Anyway, it was also in a Master of Horrors. The Pokemon Mawile is based on it. You know, the thing with the giant thing on the back of its head that's a giant mouth.
Who doesn't want to fuck a Pokemon?
We are not getting into that here. This is not the right place to this. No.
Balls.
No. And in Skullgirls...
Wait. How much of the audience thinks that Pokemon are paranormal? Just
we are
go
not
ahead.
doing...
I want you guys to say that you say yes. Just say yes in all caps if you think Pokemon are paranormal.
No.
Please go on.
No, please stop it. No. You guys are a bunch of fucking horrible people.
This can't be stopped.
No, I'm... Bobo, you can't fucking say yes!
I'm a listener as well as the host.
God damn it! Maybe. Well, dude, this isn't D or VP for that matter. We're not fucking... Oh, you guys are dicks. Anyway.
Please continue with your story.
So, Skullgirls. I hope you all know what Skullgirls is. It's a pretty cool fighting game. Philia is kind of like the Futakuchi Onna. Futakuchi. That just sounds dirty. Futakuchi.
I'd futa her coochie.
That was good. I'll give you that one. But anyway, Anyway, so let's get into this. There's so much shit we could do to this woman. First off, she's got my personal fetish, which I will not be revealing here.
A mouth on the back of her head?
No. There's another thing about her that is my personal fetish.
Does she have an asshole on the back of her head as well?
No, her hair.
The moving hair?
Yeah, I have a hair fetish.
Like Midna from Twilight Princess?
No, not like Midna. More like that one chick from... I don't fucking remember what it... King of Fighters, I guess? I don't remember. But I like it when hair...
Not the only one is...
Huh?
I hear that's not your only one.
That I have a lot of fetishes, sir. We would not be doing the show if I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, so...
Getting shit on.
Oh, you are so funny. We're not even getting into that here. Fucking asshole. Anyway.
This is going smoothly.
Yeah, totally. Man, this happens all the time. Anyway, so, one thing I want to know is how many strands of her hair are actually movable? Like, if it's just like 2 clumps of hair, then that's boring. Because you can't do too much. But if it's like Bobo.
Are you not? Why aren't you telling your story? Go on.
Anyway, so if she's got more than 2 strands of hair, then it's like it's usable. It's also like tentacles, so that could be cool. But another thing is like, if you've seen pictures of her mouth is fucking huge. Like, it's unnaturally huge. And, yeah, it's pretty bad. Like,
it's not a very feminine mouth.
It's not feminine, it's not pretty, it's not anything. It's just too big for it to be attractive in any way, shape, or form.
Chompers.
Yeah, basically, chompers. And who likes chompers? No one likes chompers. So there's that.
Well, when you're ready for the money shot, like, you're drastically less likely to miss with such a large target.
Well, of course. Of course.
Is that your best argument?
You're gonna get more in there.
That's all you got, though.
I mean, if she wanted to just, chomp down on you, I don't think you could do much to stop that.
And that's the thing, is that second mouth is always hungry. Now, is it hungry for cum? We don't know. I would love to see a fucking hentai with that in it. That would be something to fap to. I could fap to that for hours. I could fap to a lot of things for hours. But, yeah.
But sex, strangely, that only lasts 2 minutes.
The hours are getting shorter every day.
Okay, guys. Enough ripping on the Danny. My feelings, they are hurt. No, not really. I'm completely
not your feelings.
No, my feelings. My feelings.
I don't want your feelings to be... Go on!
Anyway, but other than her hair and her second mouth, she's just a regular fucking... Well, this guy is now my favorite friend of all time. What? Okay, no, this isn't even good. This isn't even good. Oh, okay, that is completely awful. This is completely awful. What am I even looking at right now?
You want to share that information with me?
Well, some guy just posted a hentai actually having the monster we're talking about. And, I mean, it looks awesome, but, like, really fucking weird, too. It's... I don't know how I'm going to react to this. I'm going to look at this later. Anyway. So...
Clearly, we're professionals here.
We're... please.
We work as
totally
one.
Professional. But, yeah, no... For the most part, I mean, she's just a regular chick. So there's really not too much to do with her, but that hair, man. So much with just that hair.
Picture just every individual strand of hair, like, just having a life of its own.
See, that gets scary, because she could do some absolutely awful things to your penis.
Well,
Something
to think about.
maybe you can explain this to me. I mean, I appreciate a girl with a good head of hair as much as the next guy, but what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what is getting you all excited about hair?
Okay, dude. Let me put it this way. A girl with a good head of hair is one thing, but sometimes, alright, sometimes you just want to wrap that hair around your dick and jerk off and come in her hair.
You do?
No.
Sometimes.
Not all. Maybe once or twice that's happened. But pubic hair is not okay, ever.
That doesn't sound enticing at all.
At
Like,
all?
it'd be rough and...
It's a fetish. And no, it has to be the right kind of hair. Are we really talking about this?
We're getting really specific.
We're on a radio show that's about fucking imaginary monsters.
Good point. No, but
you're doing an awful job justifying your fetish.
It's a fetish. I have no reason as to why it's good.
Okay.
I have no reason as to why I like it. And it has to be soft as fucking shit hair. Like, it has to be so soft. Otherwise, I can't do it. If it's coarse and rough, basically it has to be Asian girl hair. Very well taken care of Asian girl hair. Points if it's blue, because blue is a hot color for hair.
Do you meet a lot of
very
girls
specific
with blue hair?
No. I like to pretend I do, but, you know.
I like to pretend you do as well.
You know it. All right. So, I think that about wraps it up for our Manly Man time. We even went 10 minutes over. That's a first. Out of two
This
show.
is the second show. Almost everything we do that's not stolen from the first one is a first.
True. Anyway, so listen up. Next week, what we doing? We'll be here again at 10 o'clock. And Tuesday, we'll be doing this Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. And, next week we're going to be probably doing vampires. I know we're going to be doing sexy aliens. Who doesn't want to do aliens?
Somebody was bouncing around the idea of succubi. That might be a good...
Yeah, we might be doing succubi. We might be doing succubi again. But,
And incubi would probably be good to do at the same time.
But incubi are men.
Boogie, you're on a radio show about fucking monsters.
Good
Man
point.
up.
Fine.
Man up.
Fine.
Get it?
Man up and take a dick.
You fucks. Okay. So, next week we'll be doing aliens, we'll be doing vampires, we'll be doing succubi, and probably incubi. But hey, whatever. We be out. Stay tuned. We might be doing some binaural beats. If not, me and Bobo can get back on the air and fucking yell at you all for like another hour. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on, and thank you all for listening, and I'll see you all later.